Holy moly. Total calories for today on this ride. That's ridiculous.
What's up, everybody? If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, what we do is make biking content geared toward the older and or newer riders. Sometimes we're on the trail, sometimes we're on the road, and sometimes we're on something a little in between. And that's where I am today. I am on the NCR Rail Trail in Hunt Valley, Maryland. Why am I here? Hopefully to break a record. At least a personal record anyway. Almost exactly 5 years ago to the day, I set out to do a challenge on my 50th birthday. That challenge was to ride at least 50 miles. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. So here I am turning the old double nickels this year, so the goal is to at least match my age. So 55 miles is the target. The NCR Trail is approximately 20 miles up to the Pennsylvania line. Now, I've done a couple other videos in the past specifically about the NCR Trail. So if you'd like to see those and you're interested in this type of content, please hit the like and subscribe button. And I'll also leave a link to those videos in the description below. The trails each have their own unique characteristics. The NCR is a little more shaded. While it provides a decent canopy to provide me from a 95-degree sunny day like today, the downside is that it can be a little monotonous. Here we are at the state line, right here on the Mason-Dixon. From there, the trail continues, but then it becomes the Heritage Trail. Obviously, we'll have to ride 5 or more miles into PA to achieve our goal. Looks like Hanover Junction will be a good waypoint to stop and start heading back. Now on the Heritage Trail, things open up a little bit and there's a little more to see. There are shops and places to grab a bite to eat and drink more easily than the Maryland side. There are two downsides today though. One is that in this heat you feel every bit of being exposed in full sun. The second is today is actually a holiday and barely anything is open. So some of these oases are actually becoming just mirages to this exhausted body. Now from what I understand, the Heritage Trail will continue all the way up to at least York, Pennsylvania. I'm not sure if it goes any farther past there. I've never been, but maybe one day we'll set out to see how far this thing actually goes.
All right, I'm at Hanover Junction. I made it to the 30-mile point. Now I got to turn around and come back. I just got to make sure I got enough water, I got enough food, I got enough in my legs because I'm starting to feel it. Anyway, let's get going. "28 miles to home." Where they keep the velociraptors, apparently. So I just passed mile marker 9, which means that I have just a little over 8 miles left to go. And it's tough, but I feel good. I'm gonna do it. I think I got it in me. I got enough water, and I'm just gonna hammer it home. And the one thing I just realized is I'm either at or just over my one-time long distance of 50 miles. So milestone achieved. So if I drop dead before here in the car, so I beat the goal from 5 years ago. All right, here we go. Last push. All right, back at the car. I made it. I'm here. I'm alive. Let's look at the stats and see what we got. All right, total distance was 60.47 miles. Record. Beat the other one by 10 miles. This is one of the hardest rides I've ever done, though. I gotta say, I don't know when I'm gonna do this anytime soon. Total time moving was 5 hours and 53 minutes. That's a long time to be on a bicycle. Elevation, a little over 1,000 feet. Calories spent. Let me go to my other app for that. Holy moly. Total calories for today on this ride, 3,853 calories. That's ridiculous. This has a total ride time of 7 hours and 14 minutes. Like I said, and then 5 hours and 53 minutes was actually rolling. So that's 7 hours and 14 minutes including breaks, but still, that's a long time to be on a bike ride. That's for sure. People that do this regularly, my hat's off to you, because this was something extraordinary for me, and I don't see myself doing this every day, every other day, every week for that matter. This is literally a once in a 5-year thing, maybe. I'm actually trying to train a little bit. I would love to try to do a bike packing trip, which I understand that, you know, I realize that that's going to be 50, 60 mile days on average trips like that. But maybe if I do these more often, then I can build up some fitness for it. And speaking of fitness, I mean, that's what this year has been all about, is just trying to do some challenges. If anybody who's watched some of my previous videos this year, it's been giving myself some challenges to try to push myself a little bit further than I have, physically, conditioning wise, strength wise. It's been that kind of year, and I've seen some marked improvements. That might be for a later video. We might go over some of that, but in the meantime, I am wiped. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna eat a big bowl of spaghetti, and I'm probably gonna call it an evening. So thanks for coming along on the ride with me, and I will catch you on the next one.